Okay, welcome to Tuesday stream. We're doing this new series, I guess, on making a group of songs which could be released as an album. And we're going to do almost all of the initial work on a live stream. Excuse me, that means it could take actually some time, but we're going to just start it and see how this goes today. I've got about a few hours set aside for this, but we'll see how it goes. You never know how these things are going to work out, but we're going to use a lot of the Logic features. We're going to do almost everything we can using Logic default kit, and that includes the session players, which is what we're going to start with in terms of the arrangement of the song. The only thing I have currently for the song we're working on today is are the lyrics. And so we're going to just be working with those lyrics. I find when I do lyrics on live streams, if you've seen any of my Song Night series, the lyrics are one of the harder parts to come up with while you're on a stream. And so instead of trying to fumble through those, we're going to just come in with lyrics already prepared, and we'll go from there. So, but I have like key signature. We're going to work in D minor and a couple chord ideas, but I'm always using similar chords. I think that's when you hear somebody who's playing songs and they're like an artist who has a voice, they're typically sounding very similar from song to song in many ways. And I think that's the case with the stuff I've been doing on the streams in the past. It definitely sounds like me, for better or worse. And so we're going to go with that. But we're going to start with just making our arrangement areas first. We'll do 4-bar intro. I think that's the intro I want to go with, the chords as well. And then our verse. And I don't know exactly how long these are going to be. I think this is a shorter song in many ways. You can see the verse just has 4 lines over here. Hey, Plastodon, thanks for joining. Woohoo! I don't know if that means for this, depending on the tempo, bar 5 to through bar 12 might be enough for the verse. But we're just going to do this section right here. And then we're going to probably fade out between choruses and at the end. So I don't need an outro. Okay, so let's get this label. We got to be really careful with labeling today. Just because if we're going to be doing this all in one stream and one setting, I don't have time to goof around with stuff. And this will be, I just tested out my signal for the stream. Okay, so that's my vocal. Cool. Plastodon's been up since 3 a.m. Couldn't sleep. I've actually been having a hard time sleeping. We're in the weird weather time in Denver where it's like still in the 80s, almost in the 90s. And yet the nights get cool. So it's just weird temperature fluctuations, among other things. Okay, so let's get our drums out. It's just easy to start with drums. We're going to be doing customization on a lot of these things because I really want this to be kind of an extension of an explanation of how to use the session players in a way so you're not just using the default stuff for everything. But it can be really tricky. We'll use indie rock today, and we'll probably keep it pretty dialed back. But because we set up our arrangement track first, of course, it gives us our drummer sections for each of those sections. But we're going to, like I said, customize them because I don't think this is going to be more of a slower, nostalgic type song, I would say. So that's not really going to work. We're going to change the tempo down. Let's take it down to like 90 for a second. I want to hear that. Let's turn the intensity down as well. So I don't mind the patterns that we're going to get through the indie rock preset. Man, my throat. But we are going to simplify this out a little bit. And I want to come through the kit a little bit. I mean, that kit is not my favorite. I wonder, let's get something, let's change the whole kit at first. Yeah, I don't want the speakeasy. I don't want the brushes today. Let's try the Bluebird. I like that kind of more less focused kit or kick for this one. Let's hear how this sounds with the chords. Okay, I'm good. That's fine. I think that's fine for now. I do think that the drummer in Logic, in terms of the session player, does tend to hit a little harder than I like. And the intensity right here is down at 23%. I mean, it's hard to go even lower than that. It's possible, but I'm actually going to put a MIDI effect on here, the velocity processor, just to like dial some of them back even further. That's like a compressor for MIDI data. Makes it so that I can control that MIDI data going to the drummer instrument after it's coming from the session player region. So it's just an in-between to kind of dial things back a little bit and keep it from hitting too hard any of the time. I don't really want it to hit hard ever. Okay, so now, because we are gonna, it's like I could play. Maybe I'll play it. I was thinking about doing. It's like maybe I might be able to get the voicings more what I want without using the chord track for this. I don't know. Let's try it for a few minutes. So we're going to do another session player with a keyboard. And we'll do the broken chords, I feel like, is the style that I'm most like in that case. And then chord track. And we'll just dial it in for this little or the intro. Okay, so a couple things we need to do. One is key signature. I am playing in D minor, so let's change it from there. And then in here, the chords that I'm doing first are the D minor. So let's turn on the MIDI input. Right. Tab this over to there. See, we're going down. A minor, tab it into B flat, and then into F. Okay, cool. Already, I know that I wanted this in the lower range. So at the bottom there, I'm going to be moving my little hands to change the right hand and the left hand so it's in the lower section. And movement, movement, movement. Minimal for the right hand. Okay, that's right. And so here's a trick that I find I need to use quite a bit with these, because the right hand, when it goes up to the F, it's going up to the higher one. Well, I want it to go down, and so that's one of the trickiest things. You can't easily in one region do it, but I'm going to just separate that into a separate region, and we're just going to lower this down and see if I can get that. And Plastodon is asking about the MIDI effect for the drums. You could, so the problem with the drums, for instance, here is the intensity is what changes the overall velocity. But we're using these session regions. So I could convert it to MIDI and then lower the velocity in the MIDI notes. But I want to keep the flexibility of using the drummer session region. And so I'm just putting that MIDI effect on there to lower the velocity. All it is a velocity change. But it's using compressor type parameters. So we have the threshold and the ratio and the makeup gain. And so it's using all of those to change our velocity. But back to the piano, that means that last bar now I can put it down into the right range for what I wanted. I wanted to go kind of a step down, and it was stepping up. Easiest way is to just separate that one bar out into its own region and change the hands for that. And because I guess we're going to do this with the piano there, it sounded kind of what I was thinking of. It's like, I don't think that this is a roots upright bass kind of song. It might be. Let's do the retro rock though for a minute, and we'll just really tone it down. So the problem with this particular bass instrument, if you look over here at the channel strip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including Space Designer, Chroma Glow, and Fat Effects. I mean, that's just like asking for latency issues. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, let's undo that. I think this might be today kind of a upright bass, although, there's some issues with that in terms of if we're doing a group of songs, setting up one of them to have an upright bass is an interesting quandary. But we are going to change this down here. I want it to do, I don't want really any fills in this intro. Octaves, I think we're okay. Let me just hear that by itself. Let's turn off that slap thing. They're going to play nice and quiet. They're not going to slap that thing in this song. And I'm really determined on this project to do more acoustic style instruments, But I feel like I need to set up at least one part of this, which is going to, like each song is going to have some sort of synth or, non-acoustic instrument sound to it. And I want to because I really think this will be the first song of the whole group, even though it's a little slower like this. That's the vibe I think I'm going for the whole thing in my mind. So I'm going to put one of the instruments that's going to tie a lot of the songs together. But let me save this real quick. I haven't even saved it yet. And just so I can put them all together, probably should make a folder. Let's see. There we go. And we'll put this number 1. Okay, saving. Gotta save stuff. But this is one where we're going to use probably the only non-Logic instrument that we use, which is a Reason Rack instrument. And it's one of my favorite instruments from a long time ago. I just really like it. The 777 Combinator, which, if you're interested, is a mixture of things. It's this NNXT bottleneck guitar sample through a bunch of different effects. It's pretty cool. If you've ever used Reason, the Combinator is a pretty cool thing. It's kind of like our track stacks in some ways. We can use them the same way. But we'll say 777. And this will just be a layer. It goes on forever. But okay, so a couple things I want to do right off the bat. We are going to turn on our groove track because I do want the vibe of the piano and the bass to match the drums. The drums are going to kind of be in charge. And one thing that may feel a little confusing because I put the velocity processor on the drums because I want the actual sounds, the hits of the drums, the snare and the kick and the hi-hat to actually have that softer hit. But it's not, I still need to turn it up so I can fill into the mix a little bit. We use a vintage VCA here. So I can actually bring the softer performance of the drums louder without making it sound like they're a louder performance. Oof, that doesn't make you dizzy. I don't know what does. And let's go ahead and pan out this. We're just going to start not exactly mixing, but placing, because I do feel like we can do that with Logic. We can actually start doing kind of like a pre-mix as we go along. And in line with that, let's see what EQ we have on this piano. I think I'm going to just dull it down a little bit. That's the vintage piano. The upright. Eesh, I don't know. Let's turn down the sympathetic resonances. Okay, I can't decide. Like, those are the chords I want to use for the verse. But I can't decide if they need to be twice as long. So we're going to double the chord rhythm. Is that didn't work. Let me figure out why not. Oh, I know why not. Do. Have the chord rhythm. Went to the wrong direction. And actually, I think we can do that, and that. Okay, so I'm just reorganizing for the longer. I want to hear what this sounds like. Thinking of the lyrics as I'm listening to that to see if that speed of them is going to work. I think with the intro though already there, I think we have to do it this way. I'm just reorganizing that. Okay, cool. That's a really short verse if we do it that speed though. So decisions have to be made. I feel like I can probably Let's put the bass in there. I feel like I could probably do it at that speed. But man, let me hear it again a couple more times in my head. Okay, I think that'll work, but it is going to have to be 2 of those. Actually, I don't want to do what I'm just about to do. Undo. It doesn't matter. We're going to copy the verse, Option, click it over. So now I've got 2 of those verses, and we'll join that one marker together. Bluebird kit, yeah, we can put that all into one. Undo, whatever that was. Weird. Cool. I think what I'll do is probably just that. Let it regenerate it out. And I wanted for this section of the drums, we're going to cut back the fills a lot. I don't really want a lot of fills in the long verse. Let's do the bass as well. And then the piano we have to leave because I wanted those chords a certain way. Okay, now it sounds like a loop of the piano. So let's do a little customization of this piano part. And let it know that this is all just a little bit different. So we're going to scissor tool that first section, and I'm going to take it down into the basement a little bit. We can actually leave that one up. But then I want to do let's see. F da na 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 na. That's this one. Another one down. And then we'll mess this one down so it doesn't just keep going up. I do like this kind of control. I mean, maybe there'd be an easier way to do it. I'm sure someone at Apple could think of a good user interface for this. Too bad they're all working on the iPhone. That's too low. Let's not take it down that low. And then this one. Are we on the last one? No, there's still another one. So let's hear this from the beginning of the section. do that last one. But this one I feel like actually... Yeah, that's better. Not quite so high. And that'll lead into the chorus by putting up that right hand on the very last one a little bit up. Okay, I like it so far. One more thing I want to do with the piano though is every once in a while add in some of those little flourishes. I don't think it's gonna work to do grace notes when it's in the lower register. Oh, it does. Okay. So on this third one, I'm gonna add in more of those. And then maybe just a little bit more on that last one. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Okay, we need more grace notes on that last little section. Weird. I can't get it to do any. I wonder... Let's have it do a little fill increase. Something here. Come on. Oof, that's tricky. That's such a short little thing. Movement, let's do medium range on that last one. Okay, we'll see how that... We'll really need the chorus in there anyway. For the moment, I think the bass we're just going to leave as it is. Maybe on the second half. On the second half, let's have the bass actually free up just a little bit. We'll do more melodic notes. And a little bit of fill. Oof, okay, just a nice tasteful little thing right in the middle of that. And then it goes into the next section. I just adding a little bit of variance right in the middle. I'm down. Yeah, that works. Okay. Let's go into the chorus. Which, I'm just looking at my words over here. The chorus is just as long as the verse, so let's undo that. But we're gonna make it it's almost like the chorus is a pre-chorus and a chorus in one. I just don't break out the names. But let's add in our chords. And I'm thinking, let me stop that for a second. Let's go up to the piano. I'm thinking just a kind of an inversion chain of those. Or yeah. Something along those lines. So that was B flat major. And we'll just do by bar again. I don't think we're going to do sub bars for that. Maybe we will. I don't know. So that's 4. Let me hear how that sounds. I'm not sure about the rhythm of those last two. Yeah, so those aren't going to work exactly right. A. Oh. We'll do that right there. And we'll do the B flat there. Maybe just leave it on F at the end of that. We'll find out. I don't know. I think we're going to have to figure out that with the actual voice when it's on. And I played those up in a higher range, but I think I really want the chorus to be a really dark, kind of broody thing. But maybe not so thick. Right now, this is on the 4+ voice. I think that's too thick. So root only for the left hand. I don't want the 5th down there. And I'm going to have the rhythm for this follow the drum track that we have. But speaking of the drum track, we need to change this around. I don't really like that pattern for the chorus as much. So let's maybe change out this for one of the other patterns. Man, that kick is really thumping. We don't need the intensity and the complexity. Okay, I need to go back into the Bluebird kit. That's not the Bluebird kit anymore. I can't. That's too... It wasn't. Oof. Maybe the scientific method. Oh. Let's try that for a minute. So that upright piano doesn't sound like really great in that lower range. I mean, it does for certain things, but I'm feeling like I need to move this up a little bit more. It's too thick. think the chorus words, I'm going to, these ones, you're not reading the words right now, but in my brain, this little additional tag phrase is probably actually going to be like a harmony part that's over the top in one of the later choruses. Cool. And then let's actually just lay the harmony and stuff down for the bridge. So that way we can start adding in, maybe even think about the melody. You'll see how simple this is right now, but we're going to add other parts to it. We just have to kind of build this. I don't know, we're building the foundation. Then we'll do some other stuff as we go. So the bridge, something different. So D minor, B flat, F. Maybe back to B flat, but in the lower thing. So D minor, B flat, F. Okay. So we're going to make not as much of a harmonic change for this, but certainly like a textural change. So D minor is already there. This would be B flat, F, and B flat. Okay, so let's actually, because I'm just going to repeat that, I think. To there. Okay, cool. And I don't know if we need the full thing for this or not, but T, J, that's what I wanted. Wrong key. Okay, cool. What are the drums doing here? That's fine, I guess. I don't want any fill in this bridge. Okay, so then let's come back. I really want to get the piano part right. It's like I feel like this is going to have to be all sliced. That's fine. So maybe what I'll do is just do these first ones first. Man, I don't know. So I think I'm right in my brain here. I think I need to split this up a little bit and just play that one part because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the exact notes how I'm thinking of it. So, well, that makes it easier, I guess. Maybe I won't get them right even when I do play it. A couple wrong notes, but I can fix those. And this should be groove tracked. It is. There was a weird note at the beginning of that. Man, that was weird. Sometimes this stuff is such a pain in the butt. It's like the groove track wants to pull it before. Oh, no, not that. I wonder if I can just overlap that just a hair. But then those just got moved. Okay. Fixing MIDI and Logic. That's like half my life. Okay, let's hear that bass now. What the heck happened to the piano? I did not move that wrong. Whoa. Okay, so if you've been watching me this whole time, you'd know that I've moved these notes back to the start place like 3 times. And every time something is like, Okay, so we're going to do this thing. Track, navigate, new software instrument track. And I'm just going to put all the effects on there from the other one. And you'll see, I just moved it down. And they've all moved again. This is like a glitch with the groove track as far as I can tell. because the groove track is trying to put them in a place and then I move them and then it has to like reanalyze. It's not cool. So it's just easier to keep them off of that track and not use the groove track on them and just keep it separate. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. I want to do some other part to this whole thing. Rhythmic part. I know we have this 1777 instrument. That's going to come in after I do the vocals. I don't want to start putting it in now because it'll mess up the vocals and then it'll take the place of the vocals and the vocals will actually be a counter melody instead. I don't want to do that. But we have, we're not going to add another piano part, but I need something in here. Let me just play from the beginning for a minute and listen and decide what other instrument we could do. Well, in Placidon, you're asking how you set the MIDI to absolute value. So when we're moving things in the regions, it's up here under the grid. And down here, I think we can do it down here as well in the grid for the piano roll. But it's like I was using the control key to move those around. So you can click on a MIDI note, hold the control key, and it doesn't snap to anything. But then it would move later when I was doing it. Anyway, complex. Let me just listen a little bit here. We'll have to work on some of the transitions between sections, add a drum fill at the right place or a little bass fill. But let's wait till we actually get some of the vocals down. I don't know. I'm still hearing, I'll go back to the beginning one more time. I'm still hearing something. I'll start at the verse. So my voice, being that it's kind of a medium to low voice, is going to add more mud to this. So I'm thinking something higher, higher up. Come on, give me another instrument track. There we go. I don't know. Let me think in the library if there's... I don't want to make it too synthy. We're not going that direction. Ugh. What we really need is a nice polka accordion, right? No. Maybe if I was a real accordion player. What would it be? I mean, it could be like some mallet instrument, or let's load up Sculpture, which has some nice acoustic sounding things. E10, if that's how you say it. By the way, I found your tutorial on Logic drums helpful. Would love more like that. That was the thing I did yesterday, I'm assuming you're talking about. I think, so this is like a good break point for a second. We're about an hour in. I've been doing these longer tutorials about Logic the last few weeks, and they're not doing well. Like, I think the people who watch them really enjoy them, but for whatever reason, maybe that's on me for not keeping it like exciting for an entire hour and like making sure that nobody ever leaves. But it's like the average watch time is like 7 minutes out of an hour, and the YouTube algorithm is just tanking them. Well, it's doing its job. The content is tanking them. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing that many more of those, because they're a lot of work for very little payoff. Ugh. I like doing the long stuff, but that's okay. So I'm going to probably do a lot more. I'm probably going to do a lot more of those shorter ones. Cool. Let me see what sounds, if I can find a sound in here. I don't really like a blown instrument. We don't need something flute-like. It's like I just want to keep this so simple in some ways. And then we can add stuff later. Maybe a B3? Should we do a little bit of B3? Let's get this down. Let me try that and just see. Organ. Just throw an organ on it. Not that organ. Let's see if there's a better preset in here. A little too much. Maybe. Placidon says use alchemy. I don't know. I don't think it's. There's a part of me that says alchemy fixes everything, but. kind of works. Let me turn on my flashback capture so I can just put that in there. And, oh man, I'm going to go to my project settings because it's not turned on for this one. But I'm going to have it chase down my notes. Okay, let's get ready to do a little bit of the vocals for a minute. When you do songs like this, I got the lyrics, and maybe I'm starting to hear a little bit of a melody, but it's not like I sat down and like wrote out a melody. That makes it really tricky. But let's start by getting up our reverb. Let's get some reverb. Let's do bus. What? Why didn't they? Oh, I see why. That's funny. Bus 5. There we go. And on bus 5, let me just label this. And we're going to use, of course, my new favorite Logic reverb, the Quantec Room Simulator. Just default patch for the moment. Okay, cool. Just because I'm messing around with, I don't want to make this an auto-tune sound, but I am going to put pitch correction on it so that I don't have to think about all the right notes. And we'll do a little bit of brightening, a little bit of that, and make sure we don't have any weird stuff coming out. And then we'll check that in a second. I'm guessing there. But we'll check it in a second. Okay, so And then once we get a vocal we like, we're actually going to take it and edit it and make it sound more natural. That works. So you're asking, there's a question about, do I prefer that over flex pitch? The answer is, when I'm recording, flex pitch doesn't work. It's not a real-time effect. And so what I'll do is I'll record with that engaged so I can hear the right notes. And then once I'm done recording, I'll switch over to flex pitch to actually fix things. Yeah, and you're right about it's more like the difference between Melodyne and Auto-Tune, but they're both Logic in this case. So yeah. Where is... So I think you're going to lose my voice for a second. Check one. Is it still? It's still there. I just can't hear it. Hold on. Weird. I got to switch out my patch bay for a second. Check. Okay, so I should be back through the effects. Woo! Okay. So I use Autobus. Is that what it's? Omnibus. I use Omnibus from Audio Movers to route everything for the live stream, for Logic, for my interface. I love it. It's great. Check. Check, check, check. Give me some reverb. There's a little delay, but not too much. I think what I'm going to do, just for the sake of this, is freeze everything except for my vocal track. Okay, that's actually already a little bit better. And let's customize and put sample rate, buffer size. Okay, well, let's take it down to 60. Check, check, check. Okay, that should be fast. I'm just going to listen a little bit. Verse 1. Oh, that's beautiful, by the way. Undo. Let's unfreeze. Jeez. I'm guessing because I changed that after I froze it. Let me refreeze. Calling from friends as the daylight ends, dusk rolling in on a road unknown. So I think actually, car full of friends as the daylight fades. I'm trying to I don't want to double the speed. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I kind of like it, but I always find out more when I add a harmony part, and then I know if it works or not. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dust rolling in. With the light. full of friends as the daylight fades, the dust rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the winds blow. Okay. We're going to do the first one again now. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for where the wild winds blow. That part. Oof. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the wild winds blow. Oof, okay. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the wild winds blow. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the wild winds blow. A car full of friends as the daylight fades. Dang it. A car full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the wild winds Put them in the right place. Turn off. A car full of friends as the daylight fades. The dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made, headed for the shoreline where the wild winds blow. It's a little heavy-handed with some of the phrasing. Oh, I can't tell if it's close enough that I can edit it or if it's so far away that it needs to be changed. I'm going to flatten each of these though. I use the folder, the take folders, but once I get past a certain point, then we do it this way. Let's zoom in a lot, because one thing we can do, turn on flex pitch, flex pitch. I mean, those aren't, they're not horrible. Let's listen. A car full of friends. I'll put it down there. Okay, cool. A car. Just vibrato that down ever so slightly. A car full of friends as the daylight fades. And let's do pitch correction, but we're going to leave on this, but maybe bring it up to like 60 milliseconds, oh, 57. Or, I don't know why they give us the millisecond choice if we can't just choose whatever. But I want to let it through a little bit more. A car full of friends. Okay, what is that happening? Let's zoom in a little bit more. A car. Okay, there. A car. A car full of friends as the daylight fades. Just fine-tuning a little bit, and we'll listen to the end of words in a second. As the daylight fades, the dusk rolling in. What is happening down there? That might be the wrong note. The dusk. Yeah. Up. Up. Smooth. The dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the. I almost wonder. With the night. I think I can pull that off because it's a harmony. I was thinking about singing it up when I did it, but I couldn't quite hit it. With a night in the plans that we made. Oh, those are a mess. Probably. No. That we made. That we made. Headed for. So here, I think I can do. Let's just turn the gain down. Oh, that's really tricky. Headed. Let's do the gain down in this D. Right there. Oh, that's not quite good. Headed for the shoreline. Headed. Headed for the shoreline where the wild wind. That thing there too. Just emphasizing weird. Where the wild winds blow. A car full of friends as the daylight fades. A dusk rolling in on a road still unknown. We laughed with the night in the plans that we made. Headed for the shoreline where the wild winds blow. I can live with that for now. I mean, we do have to get through the song. Oof. And one thing I like about that is that performance sounds a lot like me. So we're going to switch out these. So I do. Like actually duplicating these tracks for the different sections in case there's like overlap between them. So then I've got the main vox and then the chorus vox. But well, I don't even know how the chorus is going to sound. Let me listen a little bit. And we'll do it here in a second. Fire was burning and stars fell so. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. So, one nice thing about Logic is that even if I'm not recording, it's always recording with a flashback. So, let me hear how that last one sounded. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. It might work, at least conceptually. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide, wide free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. Blasted on. I know what you're thinking, I think. But I'm probably going to save that for maybe the bridge you've never heard. Do 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 do. Oh. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning, never world never let it go. Our hearts wide open, please, wild and free. Go, remember you, never let go. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Go, please remember you, never let me go. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning, never let it felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Go, remember you, never let me go. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, hold my hand, wild and free. Remember, never let me go, please. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning, never felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, hold my hand, wild and free. Please remember you, never let me go. Okay. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, wild and free. Please remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, never wild and free. No, please remember you, remember me. Go, so close. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Go, our hearts wide open, never wild and free. No, please remember you, remember me. waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. The waves crashed in while the sun. Okay, I kind of like how that's feeling a little bit. I don't know. But we're going to verse number 2 for a minute. So I'm going to option click my arrangement marker. I'm going to turn down. Do I have reverb on all those? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to option click my verse arrangement marker. Put it past the chorus. Ooh, cancel. I forgot. Unfreeze. Verse. Come on. Oh, there we go. Option click it now. And then I got to listen to what we did for the verse. Because, I mean, it's like I haven't learned the song. Oh. Let's see. Full of friends as the daylight fades, the dusk will the band just alone still unheard. We left winter time in the plans that we made, headed for to shoreline where the world turns blue. I think I'm going to let that one play, even though it's the wrong words. It'll help me get the actual melody. And Plastodon, I see your comment. I want to hear some of your singing. You got to make sure I get a link at some point. Okay, let's redo that. As your eyes fill to fade, the dust in the back, just alone still the rhymes. We left winter time, turn the dark land to bright. Our heads went together where the world turned inside. A call. I need more lead in, I think. There we go. A cup set full of sighs as your eyes. Let's start that over. On the sides as your eyes fill to fade, the dusk in the back, just alone still the ride. We left winter time, turned the dark land to bright. Our heads met together where the world turned inside. Eek. Well, pull that up. Do 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 do. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time turned the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time turned the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. Let me hear that. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time turned the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. You sat on the side with your eyes full of. Okay, I'm gonna redo. It's weird. It's getting better. It's getting better. No, didn't get better that time. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. Click track. You sat. What is happening? Something with the bass, maybe. Something's going on with that bass, the piano and the bass. But I just got rid of that little pickup, so it should be better. Let me go one more bar. You sat on the side. Something's weird. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. It's like I'm a beat off some. On the side with your eyes. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. And never letting go me. You sat on the side. You sat and never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. Man, what is happening? Do 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 do. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. Except it should be lower. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. The road in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together, and the world turned inside. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together, and the world turned inside. Maybe. Ha na 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 na. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together, and the world turned inside. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together, and the world turned inside. And never letting go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. It actually sounds like a melody I used on a song a long time ago. I'm not sure why it's popping up here, but it is. We're going to add a third part for this. We're going to build first verse, 2, 3 for the second. Remember me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. Side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Together and the world turned inside. We'll see. Okay, so a couple of things I was thinking of. I do think I want to put this is really tricky. Let's flatten these real quick, because I don't think I'm going to go back and use any of them, but I want to bring like the intro back in between there. But I have to, yeah, like that. Okay, let me hear that intro. What is happening with that little weird section? Really hates me. I guess I don't want any fills going in. Why we free? Please never forget. That is so weird. It's like jumping. Urgh. Okay. We are trying to figure out troubleshooting. But it did it again, and I don't know why. something to do with the drum and groove track. And I don't have the time to sort it out right this second, so we're turning off the groove track. Please never forget, remember me. You sat on the side with you sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Remember me. You sat. Okay, so we're going to do some pitch editing on the high part. I mean, it was kind of a mess. I knew it was a mess because I couldn't hear all of the things. You can see it's a mess here. I don't even know if that's no, that's not even the right note. There we go. You said, come on. You sat on the side. On the side with your eyes just a little bit full of light. Full of light. Again. Full of light. I rode. Just trying to catch the obvious ones, not even changing all of the vibrato amounts, just pulling the right notes into the right place. I rode in the back, just along for that one's really just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark, turn the dark into bright. Alright, you sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along. Rode in the back, just along for in the back. In the back, in the back, flatten them out just a little bit more. In the back. just along for the ride. 1 second in time. Oh, so close. In time. In time. So the real-time pitch correction is still correcting. I'm just giving it a little closer place. In time, turn the dark into bright, our eye to bright. And I noticed that this one, I don't want to change that like that though. It, I ended the word quite differently. So I'm going to shorten that sound. Too bright. Ooh, too much. Too bright. Our eyes met together. Oh, you can hear that. I didn't know what I was singing. Together, just flatten them out a little bit. Met together, and the world turned. And the world turned inside. Close. I like it when I sing kind of close, but as you can see, a lot of editing. Turned inside. Okay, so actually I want to go back. I want to hear the chorus section now. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never right. Our hearts wide open, never lie we free. Please never remember me. Oh, I could almost do 2 sections of that chorus and add something on the second repetition of it. I feel like maybe. Let me flatten these. I like those takes. And then let's actually do a quick edit on them, as you'll see that they're not perfect anywhere near. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never right. Go. World, the fire was burning and the fire was burning. The fire was burning and the fire was burning. The fire was burning and the fire was burning and the world felt right. World felt right. If you wonder how I know where to move the notes or to do them, most of it's just listening, and I'm like, whoa, that's picking on the wrong note. Some of it's music theory. I know what key signature I'm in, and I wouldn't sing a note on the wrong note. I mean, I sing notes on the wrong notes all the time, but in this case, I want to put them on the right note. The fire was The fire was burning and the world felt right. Felt right. Our hearts wide open, wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. And the world felt right. Felt right. Felt right. Felt right. Our heart felt right. Our hearts were open. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Okay, so this is where I'm going to option click and drag there, and we'll repeat it. Plastidon, I agree. A good use for AI would be to do what I was just doing in a smart way, and then set some parameters so that it would be interesting. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. Once we go, our hearts wide open, never lie. I was so confused, but I had a loop on, that's why. Okay, I'm liking that, but I want to add another harmony part to the chorus just for the second half. So Command D to duplicate the harmony part, maybe put it on the other side. Let me think about it. Let's loop just that before and just, well, I don't need before, but I need after. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open. crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never shy of freedom. Where the water will go me. So just bringing back some of the verse into that section. Let me listen to that. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let go me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never shy of freedom. Please never let go me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let go me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never felt right. Had our hearts wide open for the shore of freedom, where the water winds blow me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let go me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. On a road, the fire was burning, the world felt right. Had our hearts wide open for the shore of freedom, where the water winds go me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. I rode in the back, just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. Okay, so then the chorus, option click that over past that verse. Right there. Let's hear how that transitions. The world turned inside. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let go me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. On a road, the fire was burning, the world felt. And actually for this verse, or the chorus, I'm gonna replace that right there. And Plastidon, my kids lose their earbuds all the time. There is a feature, if you have it turned on, I think that you can do locate and it will beep or something. But if you don't have that turned on, you're going to just rely on the old school way of doing things, sadly. Okay, let me add this. Okay, so we're doing it. I'm adding another line, but from the second verse into the second chorus. That was the goal. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Alright, the waves crashed in, met while the stars shone bright, and the world of fire was turned into sun. Felt right inside. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Alright, the waves crashed in, met while the stars shone bright, and the world of fire was turned inside. Felt right. 1 second, our hearts wide open, never let me free. Turn the time over to the guy. Okay, got it. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Alright, the waves crashed in, met while the stars shone bright, and the world of fire was turned inside. Felt right. 1 second, our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Close. I got this. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand, the fire was burning and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Our eyes met together. Ugh, that's not right. Okay, let's just get that a little closer. Never let me go. Alright, the waves crashed in, met while the stars shone bright, and the world of fire was turned inside. Felt right. Our hearts were second, never let me free. Please never let me go. Never let me go. Alright, the waves crashed in, met while the stars shone bright, and the world of fire was turned inside. Felt right. 1 second, our hearts wide open, never let me free. Please never let me go. Okay, I'll go with that. Okay, T-I cut T delete. Okay, here we go into something. Okay, so now let me hear the bridge. Uncharted territory. That's weird sounding. think I played the right ones though. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na, B and F. Oh, that's D. And that's F. So D minor, B flat, F, B flat. Okay, so I have the wrong chords. That's why. We're going to fix that real quick. D minor. So we did D, B flat. That's right. I think. Let me look at those again. D, B flat, F, B flat. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I don't know. Something got messed up. Okay, simplifying that out a little bit for this bridge. Let's see if we can't get the drums. Let's add the okay, just add an organ part back in. I think let's see if I play that right. Okay, so this bridge sounds kind of dumb right now. Because we're coming off of... I think I'm gonna mute that for now. That piano part's not working. Let's see if I can't come up with a better part. Low mids on this piano are not pleasant ones. No turning back on the road which we choose. Play that music, So, piano going not down, but staying down, having the voice step it up. It's like we need a gospel choir here. That's what we really need. But I don't have one. Okay, so let's do... figure out some words. No turning back on the road which we have chosen. We let the music carry us so slow. Every wish I ever wished came true, 'cause the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished came true, 'cause the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished last chord to an F. 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 Turning back on the road which we chose, we let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished came true, because the first night was with you. No. Da, na, 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 na. Is it a C? That'd be better. Yes, that's the one. Turning back on the road which we chose, we let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished came true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which carries us. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. It's come true. Na, 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 na. Okay, so let's change that first one here as well to the C. It works a lot better. It's like we can do that. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Okay, maybe. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Close. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Redo the first part. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Okay, maybe. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Yeah, maybe. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Not on that one. Let's do delete. Okay. Okay. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Do 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 do. Okay, let's see. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. Maybe something. Do 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 do. A little bit there. Let's see. Chorus called. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true, because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The waves crashed in because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed in. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed in. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed in. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. No turning back. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed in. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed in. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. No. And then chorus, option, click, drag. I don't know. Let's listen to the whole thing one time. While the stars shone bright, hold my hand, the fire was burning, and never let me go. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Please never remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in, rolling while the stars shone bright. On the road, the fire was burning, and the world felt right. Wide open for the wild and free. Clear the the world turned inside. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Please remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. And the fire was turning and the sun felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. To remember me. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire will be. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed. We let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Please remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. And the fire was turning and the sun felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. To remember you, remember. Man, it's like almost the whole song, except when the chorus comes back at the end, there needs to be some, it's like anticlimactic. So let's do a little bit of the bridge lines in there. I'll do them on this track and beyond. Okay. So we can get something. Yeah, right? I've been hitting Control S a lot. Plastidon. Jeez, yes. Don't want to ruin the first chorus or the first bridge I've written in a few weeks, years. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. And the fire was turning and the sun felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. To remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the wind felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Remember you, because the first night was with. The waves crashed in. I gotta figure that out. It's not good. Let's just do this part here and do it. I feel like we can just do one section and then repeat it. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Let's become remember me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because that's the night when God will be. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because the night when God will be. That's going to be too much any second now. Let me hear how that sounds though. Because the first night was with you. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because the night when God will be. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild. Okay, so we need something else. Sometimes I'll add some brass or strings just as a layer. I'm going to try doing that this time. And well, because it's a background thing, we can just use our studio brass horns. And we'll do the soul section. And we already know our chords, so let's see if that works. Just for that one time through, and then I'll copy and paste. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. The fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts were wild and free. So, of course, that I don't know if that'll work. It won't work that loud no matter what. But let's add our reverb to it. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because the night when God will be. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild. Okay, I don't know. But I should make them a little brighter, actually. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because the night when God will be. The waves crashed in, while the stars shone bright. On my head the fire was burning, and truth felt right. Our hearts wide open, ever wild and free. That's because the night when God will be. The way. Okay, let's see. beginning to hear. While the stars shone bright, hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Please remember you, remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. On the road, the fire was burning and the world felt right. Wide open for the wild and free, where the wild will remember me. You sat on the side with your eyes full of light. Just along for the ride. 1 second in time, turn the dark into bright. Our eyes met together and the world turned inside. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Please remember you, remember me. Alright. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright, and the fire was turning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, turn the dial free to please remember you, remember me. No turning back on the road which we chose. The waves crashed, we let the music carry us. Every wish I ever wished has come true. The stars shone bright because the first night was with you. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. Hold my hand. The fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open, never wild and free. Let's be remember me. The waves crashed in while the stars shone bright. On the road, the fire was burning and the world felt right. Our hearts wide open for the wild and free, where the wild will remember me. Okay. It needs a good mix, but I think we're running out of time for today. And I want to go listen to it in a couple places and make sure I like the arrangement thing. So let's put them Okay, back. Let's put this on. You can see it wants more, around 2K, less in the mid. Everything else looks good. Maybe just push it up a teeny bit. Let's listen. Needle drop. Okay. Just those. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. Okay, you should be able to hear me again without a delay. Let me just set up my other routing. Okay, check one. Okay, I'm back. So here's the plan. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fade out real quick, actually, before I go too far. And we're going to do another song next week from beginning to end like this. Now, the mixing and stuff, it's like I'm going to do a stream at some point when we get a few of the songs or more of them, and we'll work on mixing them a little bit closer. And then we'll do one final stream with a mastering process so we can go through all of it. I think that's the main goal for all of this. But today, let me just do the fade out real quick. I'm going to take one of my output tracks and I'll do that one there. Create a track for selected channel strips. Cool. And then up here, I'm going to actually do that fade out with it. And we'll fade out somewhere right around there. And then I'll do T and automation curve tool W and give it a little bit of a non-linear thing. Wild free, the waves crashed in while the stars shone bright on the roof. The fire was burning, the world felt right. Do I always recommend using the mastering system? Of course not, but I want to get it to a level that I can just go listen to it, for instance, in my car or something, and hear kind of what it thinks we should do. And so we're going to do a share to voice memos because that's the easiest way. And then I'll put album, the first night, that's this song. I always do the year, the month, and the day in that order so that I can keep track of that. It goes alphabet or numerical, it'll stay in order. And then let's do export cycle region or area only. Click there. So now this will go on my phone. I can go in the car, listen to it, and come back and decide if I like parts of it or not. But I think this is the first stream I've ever done where I took a song all the way to the full form and most of the instrumentation. There's got to be something else. I don't know if you saw at the end, I actually switched out the brass for strings because the brass were not working. But let's see. We've gone 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm digging. It helped to have the lyrics. I suggest that for anything like this is to have something kind of sorted out in advance. But even with the lyrics done, I mean, it's like that's a lot of different sections of song. And I got to figure out if I like how they work together, if all the harmonies and things are working. They'll become an editorial. I know there's not like 100 tracks in here, but there's enough vocals that it may be that I want to come through and actually cut some of it because it's not working. And that'll be the next phase for this. Yeah, well, and Plastidon, you're right, master to -14. But it doesn't matter all that much. For certain styles, you definitely want to push it. But even on mine, I don't know if you noticed this, but the first thing I did was I pushed up my loudness knob because, yes, it goes to the -14. But this will go beyond it. So I can actually push it above it every time. And so you can actually do that with this tool as well. No problem. You can push it above that all you want. It's just like the starting point. Okay. That's a great time to pull the plug on this stream. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to try to do one of these every week. This length, even longer one, because I feel like it's hard to do some of these things in a shorter stream. I'm guessing these ones are not going to be my most popular videos on the channel, so I'm going to do a bunch of short ones to compensate for that for anyone whose attention span is like 3 minutes long. I know all of you have like a 3-minute attention span, but now another one. I've got lyrics already ready for next week, so peace out. Talk to you later. See you, Plastidon, and whoever else is watching.